This chapel is one of the really special places on campus. When I was a student here, we had chapel every day, first thing in the morning. So I have logged a lot of hours in these pews. But I think this is really just a beautiful place. It's a special place to me, and I'm glad that we get to really start this year gathered as a community right here. And anybody who was here for the football game on Saturday, the dance Saturday night, or at the volleyball game yesterday, you understand that gathering as a community is really important to our VES experience together. But this is a concept I heard about this summer, and it really fascinates me, and especially as we get to more normal life. And so as we think about being able to see people's emotions outside again, and hopefully inside on dorm again, there's this idea that emotions are contagious. And so there are really like three thoughts I want to leave you with. One, please be aware that how you interact with the community has an impact on the community. Even if you just think you're shuffling along to breakfast, not talking to anybody, if I pass you and you don't say hello, I'm going to think, oh, Johnny's having a bad day today. What's going on? It happens a lot. Ask any teachers who's been here for more than a few years. Students sometimes will be feeling upset, anxious, and call home and unload on their parents. And therefore, they transfer that emotion and they infect their parents with that anxiety and depression. And the student hangs up the phone and is off playing with their friends and their buddies and is great. But your poor parent is at home thinking, oh my goodness, my child's at boarding school and they're upset and I don't know what's going on. And so just be aware that how you interact with people, how you treat others, does have an impact on this community. The other part of this is you can't fake it. If you are sad, you're not feeling great, putting a smile on your face and saying hello to everybody, or walking to breakfast with your bubbly roommate isn't going to make you feel better. Mr. Rivenberg has talked about this before. If you look at all the data, the rise in adolescent anxiety, depressions, feelings of loneliness was growing before COVID, and it only accelerated during COVID. So I know there are days or times when things aren't great and you're not feeling perfect. I would offer that there are an awful lot of trusting and caring adults in this community. Think about this. Every single faculty and staff member that is here has chosen to live their lives 24/7 in a community of adolescents. We're here because we want to be here. We want to be with you. We want to connect with you. And there's a lot of people that you can reach out to, talk to, and seek out. And I think in life and relationships are a two-way street. And sometimes you've got to be vulnerable and you got to let people in. And I think that's a really important part of all this. So if you're not feeling great, don't fake it. And then number three, and I think you all know this, and you've probably heard this 100 times and 1,000 times from your parents, but who you surround yourself with is really, really important in life. And so if you came back to school this year or starting at VES this year, and you had a lot of goals and aspirations for the year, like, I'm going to try out for the Glee Club, I'm going to be in the play, I'm going to try out for varsity basketball, and you find yourself with a group of people that are just playing video games, hanging around, not doing all those things you said you wanted to do. And by the way, I know there's a time and place for video games, so this is not an anti-video game rant. I'll save that for later. There is a time and place for everything, but think about what you said you wanted to get done this year, and are you surrounding yourself with people who are picking you up, who are challenging you, and holding you accountable for hitting some of those goals you said you wanted to create and achieve for yourself. So that's really just my message to you. Emotions are contagious. Let's be that supportive, loving community because I really think this is going to be a great year. We're off to an amazing start. The weekend was terrific. I know classes are really just starting to get real, so that's going to add some stress, but let's have an awesome year, and let's make up for lost time. But anyway, just thank you for all your support this year.